Now, everybody, this is the most accurate Call of Duty tier list ranking that you will ever see. And if anybody comments on my freaking video saying, you got this wrong, you got that wrong. No, I didn't. It's a perfect tier list. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong about it, okay? And I got my Coors Light. So you know that we're ready to rank a freaking tier list. No cussing. YouTube does not like cussing, all right? Let's get right into the news. First off, all right, where do we start? Well, let's start off with Call of Duty Modern Warfare, because that's the first one. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 3rd edition, okay? Honestly, it's not good. It's not good. It's fun for like 1 week. It's like that fat bitch that you dated in college. She's fun for 1 week. Then you start getting made fun of. Then you start getting bored of it, tired of it. It's not good. Okay, you could do way better than that. You could do way better than that. I know you. And honestly, the campaign was pretty edgy, which I liked. I liked the edgy campaigns. The multiplayer was just meh. Like, it's really meh. So you got the edgy campaign, goated, meh multiplayer. And did this shit even have a third mode? Besides Warzone? Did it have Spec Ops? I don't even know if it did. Meh. This shit is meh. We've seen the same weapons, same maps, same everything for the last 20 years. So it's not good. Does not innovate. Does not bring any fun. Meh. Literally, the game died in like a couple weeks. Okay? Meh. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was actually average. It was actually average because it's better than Modern Warfare, you know? Of course, everybody was tired of the exoskeleton, slimy, sneaky movements. But looking back at it, we actually miss Infinite Warfare. I mean, the campaign was good, okay? It wasn't my cup of tea, but I know who it was made for. I know the audience it was made for. It wasn't my thing, personally. But it was still good, okay? Objectively. The multiplayer was a little iffy, right? I mean, the maps weren't really great. They had a lot of cool weapons, though. The weapons were really interesting. The gunplay wasn't really there, but the weapons themselves were interesting in Infinite Warfare. And they just kind of went all out in Infinite Warfare. They said, fuck it. It's the future. Everyone hates our game already. Fuck it. They just started making a bunch of crazy ass shit. So that's what Infinite Warfare was. And then the Zombies in Spaceland, it was pretty good. It was pretty decent. Is this guy fucking retarded? It was pretty decent. The DLC started falling off a little bit, okay, with the Rave in the Redwoods, the Rave in the Morning Woods, and the Shaolin Shuffle. It started really falling off. But the first one was good. Okay, so campaign, good. Multiplayer, decent enough. And Zombies was decent enough. So that puts it in average. It's instantly more iconic than Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 3rd edition, okay? At least it tried to innovate. And it did innovate. At least it tried. Okay? It tried to do great things. Not necessarily great, but it tried to do great things. Alright? Beer time. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare was great. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare was great, okay? The campaign was good. Of course, again, it wasn't really my cup of tea. Wasn't my thing. It's too like run-to-the-mill military-ish, and that's just my personal opinion. That's how I felt about it. Okay, the campaign was decent enough. It was good. I can give it that objectively. Subjectively, I don't like it really that much. The multiplayer was badass. Okay, multiplayer was badass, and there is no third mode. So you got a good campaign, a badass multiplayer. That puts it in great. So it's going to put it right at it's the foundation of all of the Call of Duties that came after it. All right, so you have to give it that. Even if you don't necessarily like the game, you have to give it for what it was. Okay? And I did play this game after it came out, like a year after it came out. So don't be like, this guy was too fucking young to play this shit. No, I played it like a year after it came out, okay? World at War, and then I went back, and I was like, it's pretty good. It's great, And, it's basically, it created the creative class. It had awesome multiplayer maps. The maps in that game were really good. And it did a great job. Okay, this is the time when there's a whole different studio at Infinity Ward. So let's give it a round of applause, everybody. It deserves it. It deserves it. Call of Duty 3, never played it. Get that shit out of my face. Call of Duty 3, what is this? Who the fuck is this? Who's this? Okay. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. It's goated. This game is goated. The campaign was amazing. The campaign is amazing. It's better than Modern Warfare 2's campaign. Don't at me. Come at me. I don't care. The campaign was great, honestly. You have the missions where you're playing as fucking what's that motherfucker? Not playing as, you're playing with Sandman. You're playing with Price. You're playing with Soap, okay? And in this game, these characters actually had material. These characters actually had depth in Modern Warfare 3. You really felt like it was a military shooter campaign. Not a run-to-the-mill one, but a well-crafted one at that. You go to Paris, the Eiffel Tower gets blown to shit. You have the plane mission with Makarov. Great. This campaign is awesome. I still remember it. The final mission in this campaign, the final mission in this campaign was badass. You kill Makarov. One of the most badass endings in Call of Duty, right? Excuse me again. And I remember the demo for this game was Black Tuesday. It was the campaign mission Black Tuesday. That was the demo for this game. I still remember that somehow. This was actually my first Call of Duty that I actually started putting in hours to. And that's not what makes it goated for me. It helps to that, but that's not what makes it goated. So the campaign was goated. I'm just going to say it right now. The campaign was goated. It was better than MW2 and MW's campaign. And the multiplayer, insanely goated. It is so good. And it's funny because back then they were saying this game is a recycle of Modern Warfare 2. Oh, you have no idea what was coming, did you? You had no idea, you dumb motherfuckers. You got Bootleg. You got you got Resistance. You got Bakara. You got Hard Hat. I couldn't name these maps off because I still remember them. That's how iconic they were. You have so many great maps on this game on launch. It was just so amazing. The nostalgia is hitting me right now. And the DLC season was elite. It was literally elite. I still remember, what's that map called? Liberty? Oh my god, I love that map. Overwatch 2. Overwatch was a great map. You had the face-off maps. Ugh. This game was so good. So damn good. And even the survival in Modern Warfare 3, the Spec Ops, it had value. It had value. You could play that shit and have fun. I remember playing Dome. I remember playing Resistance, Survival, and every time it gets harder and harder, the ways get harder. That shit was fun. The Spec Ops missions, not really for me, but they were there. And the Survival was just, it was just such a good third mode that wasn't zombies. I loved it. Multiplayer was so goated. You had so many weapons. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but prior to Modern Warfare 3, the one that came out this year in 2023, this game actually had the most weapons in any Call of Duty. Correct me if I'm wrong again, like I said. This game had a shit ton of weapons. You had so many assault rifles, so many SMGs, so many machine guns, so many shotguns, so many pistols. So much stuff here on launch. And just the announcer and the weapons, the camos. The autumn camo is my favorite. Just everything here is so hits it right on the nail. Really, it does. Let's give it a round of applause. Because, I mean, they called this game a copycat. They called this game a reskin. It wasn't. It really did better from Modern Warfare 2. It took Modern Warfare 2 and it made it better. It really did. So Black Ops 2, it's kind of dog water. So Black Ops 2 is dog water. So hear me out. Hear me out on this. Black Ops 2 is the worst Black Ops game, hands down. Hands down, it is the worst Black Ops game, objectively, okay? Psych, you fucking thought. It's goated. Black Ops 2 is goated. Let's get a round of applause for Black Ops 2. We need that round of applause. It's gonna go ahead of Modern Warfare 3. And honestly, shall I explain? Shall I explain my reasoning? Okay, bet. Black Ops 2 campaign is probably the best campaign that we've ever had in a Call of Duty game. No, fuck that. Black Ops 2's campaign is the best story that I can recall. I don't know if the best. It's in the top 5 stories I've ever played in a video game. How about that? And Call of Duty isn't necessarily known for their stories, you know? Their stories are like associated with Michael Bay cinematic movies and action and just like cheesy shit. But Black Ops 2, the creativity is just off the charts with this game. Whoever wrote this story for Black Ops 2, genius. It's actual genius material. The writing isn't cringe. The stories are fun. The missions are fun. The gameplay is fun. It's not like you just run through a bunch of buildings and shoot people. Every mission's different. You get to choose what happens in the game multiple times. There's 10 different endings. It's goated. What else do I have to say? The campaign is goated. The multiplayer is absolutely stellar. Okay, this is the peak of Call of Duty right here. Black Ops 2 is the peak of Call of Duty. Call of Duty is known for their multiplayer, and Black Ops 2. Let's say Black Ops 2 was a baseball player in the lineup. Okay, they're the fourth batter, the cleanup batter. Okay, so you have all these games come out before, which is the people who get on base. Everyone's getting on base, and Black Ops 2 comes in with the home run and just absolutely knocks it out of the park with a multiplayer. You have some of the most fun weapons to this day. Some of the most iconic weapons, the PDW, the MSMC, the LSAT, the AN-94. Some of the best weapons ever. The Executioner, okay? So the weapons are there, they're great. The maps, Standoff, Drone. Everyone hates Drone, but I like Drone. Okay, I like Drone. I like it. Hijacked. These maps were awesome. Okay, so the weapons are awesome. The maps are awesome. And the gameplay is even better. And the trailers for this game were amazing too. I mean, I don't really have to explain myself. Multiplayer is goated. Campaign is goated. The zombies? The zombies is motherfucking goated. Okay. The zombies. This is the greatest zombies experience we've ever had. Ever. It is the greatest zombies experience we've ever had. Transit. Die Rise. Town. Nuketown. Mob of the Dead. Buried. Origins. Some of the best maps ever came from this game. This shit is goated. This game is goated. Give it another round of applause. It needs an encore. It needs an encore. This game needs an encore. That's how good it was. It's so amazing. It's like, it's really insane when people go back to play this game 12 years later. 12 years later, people are playing this game. And if that doesn't say anything to you, I don't know what does. This game holds its own, okay? It ages like fine wine. It ages way better than any of these Call of Duties. The DLC was awesome too. The DLC maps were awesome. Badass. Best game by far on Call of Duty so far. Okay, Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare is average also, I'd say. You know, the thing with Advanced Warfare was, I see the vision. I saw the vision they were going for, but it felt like it had no personality. So we're going to put it behind Infinite Warfare, where at least Infinite Warfare had personality. I don't really see how anybody liked Advanced Warfare like that much. It was playable for sure. It was better than Modern Warfare, but what was special about it? Like, can you name me something special about it that was fun? I can't think of shit. The campaign was alright. Excuse me. The campaign wasn't terrible, okay? It wasn't terrible. But it wasn't great. It wasn't goated. The multiplayer was a pay-to-win fucking bullshit system. The maps weren't even iconic. I can't name you one map from this game, and I played it a lot. The zombies were it's just meh. The zombies were like, they tried, but they really didn't. They didn't really nail anything on the head with the zombies. Okay, I don't. What is the map called? Is the map called just fucking Downfall, or like what is it called? Descent? I don't know. This game's average. It's playable. It's better than Modern Warfare. It innovated a lot more than Modern Warfare, but it just didn't have personality. For some reason, it didn't. It's just so bland, and the colors were so gray, and I just hated this game. But objectively, it's better than Modern Warfare. Okay, Call of Duty Ghosts. Okay, so here's the thing. Call of Duty Ghosts is going to go in great behind Modern Warfare. Now, of course, I'm not just going to say that without telling you why. The campaign, fundamentally, gameplay-wise, is good. The campaign is good. It's not great. It's not good. The campaign is good. And I'll tell you why. The writing sucks ass. The writing is fucking horrendous in the campaign. Dad, you're a ghost? Yeah, I know. It's bullshit.
What?
I know.
Shut up, bitch!
The campaign was really iffy. But when you really play it all the way through, you see that it had potential, and it holds potential. Like, it's still fun at some points. At a lot of points, it's really fun, actually. The first opening mission when you're on the space station, that one's fun. The sneaking around with the knife, that shit's fun. The city with the flooded water, there's a lot of fun. Oh, when you're on top of the roof and there's fireworks, that's a good mission too. There's a lot of fun missions in this game for the campaign. The writing is just terrible. Whoever wrote this shit, okay, we need to send them to an asylum. We need to send them to a mental asylum far away from here. But besides that, the gameplay wasn't all that bad. So the campaign was good. It was decent. All right, that's it. Multiplayer had some iconic maps. Some. Yeah, Strike Zone, which was a fan favorite of that game. There's another map I cannot really remember what it was called, even though I played this game a fuck ton. But it's like a flooded city. It's from a campaign mission. It's like a flooded city of two buildings on both sides. That map was awesome for search and destroy. The multiplayer wasn't half bad, okay? And then you had really cool custom mechanics in the game for multiplayer. A lot of customization, which I liked. And then you had the clan wars. The clan wars and the ranked were so fun. You got rewards for playing ranked. What other game did that? No other game did that besides a little fucking badge. I don't want no badge. I want a damn skin suit. And that's what they gave you. They gave you a skin suit in Call of Duty Ghosts. Besides Stonehaven, this multiplayer wasn't half bad. I would say it's good. So you got a good campaign, a good multiplayer. All right? Where does that leave us? That leaves us with Extinction. I'll go back to the weapons and the perks. The perk system was awesome. Never done before and never done again. For some reason, they gave up on it. And the weapons were actually pretty good. The gunplay was actually decent in this game. It's like 2 levels above decent for Call of Duty Ghosts. And Extinction, it really tried to make a third mode, which I appreciate. And it almost succeeded. It almost did. If it would have just did round-based. But just because it didn't do round-based, it didn't exceed any expectations. It really dropped the fucking ball. But at least they tried, and at least there's content there. There's different innovation content for aliens, which we've never seen before in a Call of Duty game. Aliens, right? I can't believe it. Not zombies, aliens. They at least tried, and they innovated. We have to give them credit for that. So I would say that Extinction is decent. It's almost bad. Like, it's really close to being bad. But I have some memorable moments on Extinction. And it's definitely not something I'd replay nowadays, but you have to admire the innovation. Okay, so you have a decent Extinction, you have a good multiplayer, a good campaign, a decent campaign. That puts it in great. Despite all of the negative stigma this game has, look past all the fucking hype mainstream shit talking on it, and you'll see that this game holds value to some degree. Okay, it's a great game, I would say. All of those things that are listed combined, it makes it a great game. Call of Duty World War II is dog water. See, Call of Duty World War II is what happens when you try to tell a story and you try to make a game, but you're scared of going all in, so you hold back. That's exactly what World War II did. You tell a World War II story, you tell the fucking story. You don't hold back. People died in this fucking war. People who are watching this video died. Their ancestors died in this war. And you know what they do? They sell you microtransactions in it. The campaign was egregious. The campaign was horrendous. The campaign was an abomination. They really didn't show you the Nazi symbol barely at all. And when they did, they tried to downplay that shit. They downplayed the absolute fuck out of it. It does not compare to any other World War II shooter game ever. Like, this is like the worst World War II shooter ever. Ever. Campaign is trash. Bad. Dog water. So, campaign's dog water. Okay. Multiplayer is dog water. I can't remember one map from the multiplayer. The weapons were not fun. The gameplay was not fun. The gun mechanics were just not fun at all. Like, nothing was good about it. I really can't fucking find anything good to say about the multiplayer. Let's skip past that. I just don't even want to think about it. The zombies, the first map was decent. And then the rest of them just fell off the fucking edge and just did horrendous. So, you have a bad, horrible campaign. You have a bad multiplayer. And you have bad zombies. It puts it in dog water. There's nothing else to say about this game. The longer I talk about this game, the more pissed off I'll get. So I need to stop talking about Modern Warfare 2. This game is the worst game up to this point in time in 2017. When that game came out, it was the worst game at that time, ever. Call of Duty 2 or Call of Duty 1, I never played it. Never played. Okay. Black Ops 4, it really hurts me to put, but I have to put it in average above Infinite Warfare and above Advanced Warfare. See, it didn't have a campaign. But the multiplayer was decent enough, okay? They tried to do different things with the multiplayer. They tried to make it more tactical, which I don't really like in a Call of Duty game. They did it anyways. Maps, not really memorable, but at least the gunplay was a little bit decent. And, you know, they remade a lot of Black Ops maps, which I liked, so we'll put it in decent. The zombies was so it was so shoddy. It really was. I like Tactical Toten. I like Alpha Omega. I like 9. Nine's decent. I like Classified. The other maps can go to hell. The other maps including Voyage of Shit, Ancient Evil, Dead of the Night, and am I fucking forgetting one? Blood of the Dead, yeah, because it's shit. But they have so much content in this game with Blackout as well. Blackout, the Battle Royale Call of Duty mode, that I have to put it in average because of the innovation and the material, the amount of value in the zombies. Okay, so that puts it in average. It's really lucky for being put in average. Like, it really is lucky. Jason Blundell, you should be thanking Jason Blundell for this game being in average. Because if there was no zombies in this, it would be in dog water. But it's going to stay in average. You know, it was better than Advanced Warfare for sure. In every way possible. Even though with not even having a campaign. Blackout was fun. And, you know, it was a trend, but it was still fun. So it's going to stay in average. You know, there's not really too much to say about Black Ops 4. It felt really rushed. And it felt very run to the mill. It didn't feel like there's any personality really in it. Besides, the zombies had a little bit of personality, but it was a dying personality, dying persona. Call of Duty Black Ops is going to go in GOATed, right behind Black Ops 2. The campaign is the best campaign in Call of Duty by far. All right? They really just... Whoever wrote this was just a genius. You explore CIA black projects, classified documents. They have real politicians. There was so much grounded reality aspects in this game that made it so fun. Made the mission so fun. Excuse me. Not every mission was just a run and shoot mission. You had stealth missions. You had vehicle missions. tactical missions. You had a bunch of missions that compiled to make it a great story and a fun playable experience over and over. I've played this campaign so many times. Really great campaign. Holy shit, that's good shit.
He's done greatly in himself with the thing. Mortlake's not that kind of guy. He's efficient.
It is a great campaign. If I go on and on, I'm just gonna keep going on and on about it, so leave it there. It's a fucking awesome campaign. If you've never played it, play it. Okay, play it. The multiplayer is amazing as well. It's so on par with Black Ops 2 that any day of the week, this can go here and this can go there. Any day of the week. Today is Black Ops 2 is going to go up front, but I'm still debating, like, is that even right? Like, I should have put Black Ops 1 first. Because Black Ops 1 is so iconic, dude. It's so iconic. It was so innovative. It really was. Like, the L96A1, WMD, Nuketown, Firing Range, Jungle. There's so many amazing maps on this launch. All of the maps were good. The guns had so much personality. I don't know what it was, but Black Ops 1 guns are the best in the franchise, in the Call of Duty franchise, I think. Really, they were. I don't know what it was, but they were. The Commando, the G11, the MPL. These guns were just so awesome. The M60, the M1911. For some reason, these guns are way more iconic than any other game. And I can't put a finger on it. If it's the sounds, if it's the looks. I don't know what it is. They're so iconic. The maps are iconic there, too. They've been remastered so many damn times. Almost every map in Black Ops has been remastered. Almost every single map. And even the DLC maps were out of the park. From DLC 1 to DLC 3. All of them are amazing. And the zombies. Black Ops Zombies was the forefront of what was to come for zombies. And it really hit it out of the park. Kino, 5, Call of the Dead, Shangri-La. There's not one bad map on Black Ops. There's not one bad map. Not one. Every map is fantastic. It's goated on Black Ops 1 for zombies. Even the main menu. It's so funny how the main menu just like makes this game so much more goated than it already is. There's never been a main menu like that ever in a Call of Duty. Even to this point. And they outdid themselves with that. There's so much, I can go on and on about Black Ops 1. Black Ops 3 is going to go and goated. It's really hard for me. Like, I have to put it right behind Black Ops 1. It's so hard for me, but it could change, I think, any day of the week, maybe. See, Black Ops 3's campaign was really hated, but I loved it. People who aren't stupid can understand it and play it and have fun. The gameplay was there. The story was there. It was just very hard to understand. But once you understand it, it blows your fucking mind. Like, it really does. It's like a mind fuck, that campaign. I love the campaign. It had probably the best gameplay in any Call of Duty campaign to this day. The multiplayer was really good. It's weird because Black Ops 1 had good multiplayer, great, fantastic, and Black Ops 2 had goated multiplayer, and then Black Ops 3 had goated multiplayer also, but just like one level down Black Ops 2. The maps were good, the guns were good, the specialists were awesome, everything about it was good. The zombies was goated, of course. Like, you know, you just look at these Black Ops games, 3 in a row, dude. They really knocked it out every game with this one. The 3 first Black Ops were the best ones in the franchise and the best games in the franchise. I can't go on because I'll just start talking and talking and talking. But Black Ops 3 is fucking one of the greatest games. Modern Warfare 2 is goated. But it's going to go behind Modern Warfare 3 because Modern Warfare 3 took what Modern Warfare 2 did and made it better. I think personally, Modern Warfare 2's maps aren't as iconic as Modern Warfare 3's. To some people, they are. Maybe boomers, but to me, Modern Warfare 3's maps were more iconic. The guns were amazing. Okay, the Intervention, the ACR, amazing guns, the UMP-45. And the campaign was good. And the Spec Ops was also fun. The Spec Ops was good in this one too. Just Modern Warfare 3 beats it. So, you know, it's going to stay in GOATed. Of course, it's a GOATed game. Modern Warfare 2 is a GOATed game. The fact that they haven't remastered it yet blows my mind. But yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is goated. Okay, World at War is goated, right behind Modern Warfare 2. The campaign is a dark and serious story that's only intended for people who are really mature enough to play that shit. The campaign is a very good story with Reznov and fucking World War II. It's awesome. The multiplayer was really cool. How they had tanks and a lot of iconic maps and iconic guns never before seen in Call of Duty. The zombies is where it all started from. That's where it's going to stay. It's going to stay in goated. Okay, right behind Modern Warfare 2. Cold War is going to go above Modern Warfare 2. Okay, hold on. I'm going to piss people off with this. No, it can't. It can't. It has to go behind Modern Warfare 2. So Cold War's campaign is goated. It's basically Black Ops 1's campaign, but modernized. So the campaign for Cold War is goated. The multiplayer is great. The zombies is average. So all of that combined makes it a goated game, but Cold War is so iconic in itself that it puts itself up in goated, and it beats World at War by a sliver. To be honest, it really does beat it by a sliver. It doesn't beat Modern Warfare 2 though. Call of Duty 1 or whatever, I've never played it, so put it there. Vanguard, Dogwater. I'm not gonna even talk about this game. Who the fuck at Sledgehammer Games think they could make a comedy World War II game and then do it again in 2021? Who did that? Who thought they could do that? Because it didn't work. Vanguard is a fucking shit fest. It is the worst game in the Call of Duty franchise up to this point. It really is. It is the worst fucking game.
Shut up, bitch!
In the fucking franchise. Ever.
Brother, ugh.
I don't even want to talk about it. I do not want to even talk about it. Just talking about this game makes me mad. Just know that the campaign was terrible. Multiplayer was terrible. The zombies was terrible. Just know that. Modern Warfare 2. The remastered one. Dogwater. It's going to beat World War II and Vanguard because the campaign was interesting enough. Nothing new. But it had cool concepts in the campaign. It really did. Like the Mexican army and stuff like that. I like that stuff. The graphics were really good too. The multiplayer was trash. And the Spec Ops was trash. I don't know if they had Spec Ops. Did they? I mean, they had fucking Survival. I don't even remember. It was trash. The campaign barely puts it above World War II and Vanguard. That's why it's up. Because the campaign was pretty interesting. For some parts. Not all of the parts. Modern Warfare 3. For what it is, I'll have to put it in average above Infinite Warfare. Because for what it is, it's a remastered game of a remastered game of a remastered game. But it does it pretty well. Because, I mean, the campaign is trash, terrible. But the multiplayer actually has replayability and actually has fun moments in it when you're playing. That I have to give it to it. And they are making so much content with this game right now. Like, they are really dropping a lot. They're really making up for all of the stunts that they pulled and the shit that they did with this game. So I have to give it that. I really do have to give it that, okay? The zombies is Warzone zombies, which I don't appreciate, but at least it's there, okay? At least they gave us zombies, which is cool. They brought back a lot of old Treyarch iconic things. So I think that's interesting, and that's... Okay, you know what? It has to go behind Infinite Warfare, actually, because it didn't fucking really do that good. It tried, okay? I feel like Sledgehammer was forced to make this game. So, it's kind of hard to rank it, especially it hasn't even been out a year yet. But it's an average Call of Duty game. It really is. It's an average modern Call of Duty game. We're going to leave it there. Not too much to be said about it. It's basically a mix of Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 2 2. And Modern Warfare, and Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare, which they don't have it on here, but... Oh, it's right here, and there's another one, but it's not here. Warzone 2.0, never played. I don't play Battle Royale. I stopped playing Battle Royale when Fortnite got washed up, okay? That's my list, guys. This is the most accurate list. And if someone wants to debate me on it, please, I would be gladly accept you, and I can invite you on. We can have a debate about this, whatever you think is wrong. You can yell at me, cuss at me, scream at me. We can have a civil debate, whatever you want to do. I will debate you guys on my list, because I truly think this is the best list. Besides, these games up here could be flopped around kind of any day of the week. Besides that, though, this doesn't look right. I have to go like that. Besides that, though, this is a perfect list. Thank you for watching.